Indonesia's finest, coming out of LCQ here on Fracture. One final map between these two teams. It's been a lot of whimsy, but it's also been so close.
ZETA's first shot, not landing, and they're gonna push right into sand.
They found my trap.
They're gonna push right into A. Wow, it was a heavy rotation back to B. They had 3 there already, but the rotation comes through. Flipsider finds 1, and he's gonna have 3 on the other side.
He can get back to Dish, no problem. He already took care of the 1 player. 3 players coming through. This is gonna be a battle here in Halls.
A bloodbath, and they're waiting for it. You see the stimmy through. The relay bolts are there. Nobody can see a dang thing because there's so much utility going through. Sugar Zero somehow avoids it, swings out. The quick right click cleans up the kill. And now Laz, once again, left alone. Boom, win the pistol yet again.
5 pistols out of 5 for Boom. Certainly a win condition. But it's just been the same response out of ZETA every opening pistol. Just win the next Thrifty. So much harder to do. And look at that stat. We already mentioned it as well in the series against Optic. 3-0 at the APAC LCQ. They've already lost 1 decider here. But this one for elimination, this one where all the pressure's up. Similar situation to APAC LCQ. It's do or die.
History on both sides clashing and conflicting, as both teams should be favored in these situations, but alas, it's Blaze King who falls first. Berserk waiting on the other side. Again, he was stunned up. The shotgun causes problems. All of those shots are missed, and they continue to go astray. But Flip finally settles the situation.
Flip is 1 shot to a Sheriff in the head.
And guess what?
At any range.
That's what 10 has.
He's got the Boombot too. They're stuck up in tower. He's really expecting them to try to call an audible. Hoping that they're expecting him to look at this tower angle and take the fight.
Neither team wanting to make a move.
And don't forget, at any point, once they try to plant, 10 could sneak up that rope and try to find a 1v1. It's so hard to cover the plant and hold tower at the same time here.
It's been 20 seconds since since any player has moved. Now Flipsider goes forward. 10 choosing to take the low ground, and the Sheriff shots don't land.
Finally, a 2-0 start from Boom. They've been 3 for 3 on those opening pistols, but this is the first time they come out to this strong lead. And it almost still went in the way of ZETA.
What a mess that was.
Beautiful stun from to Bottle to help Flip there in that corner. Up in tower to clear out the 2 rats.
Heavy lean towards A this time around. You see they're all stacked that way.
And note, there's no actual similar style of bonus. They all have Spectres and 10's challenging with the stun.
And they're all stunned up, and now they're all flashed, and now they're all dying.
Spike down
A 3v2 in favor of ZETA, as they keep them back long enough for the reinforcements to arrive. The spike is still behind them.
Farming ult Torbs at this point. A great anti-bonus from ZETA.
So well played, and it was all set up off of the breach utility.
But you could also see the clash of both of these comps. It's the same comp. On attack, you have to play super bursty, super fast. If you don't, you lose a lot. Depth certainly just hurt him, both of them at the same time.
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I wouldn't go on that rope ever again.
Come on now.
Tibetol left in this 1v3 with 70 HP. And he's in a position where he can at least get a 1v1, but Depp was tucked away the whole time.
Super clean. And that's 10 too. He struggled very, very hard on this raise against Loud. Keep mentioning the opening duel stats for him. They were abysmal. This series so far has been much better, but still not at the levels that you need for an entry player. Thankfully, Depp who's playing the Neon for ZETA right now, is fantastic in those situations. But he just doesn't take them as much.
And remember, it was their defensive side that looked good last time we saw them on Fracture. Wise out from Boom Esports here, expecting the fault line at the very beginning of the round. They let that pass, and now they reaggress, or at least consider it a smoke, and Aruba's going to keep him back for now.
Some utility spent to keep him back, though.
That's true. Very good point.
And so if you don't have the utility to respond when these executes happen, remember, the attack side hasn't really used much at all.
Yeah. Off of that, Sugar Zero has 2 smokes left.
But the interesting part is it's not Laz all by himself. Everybody's on this site.
But Laz will be first. And he doesn't find anything. Depp does, though. He puts a wall up, dude. Provides some cover, and Sugar Zero was behind him the entire time.
And it's patience from him, too. Puts down the smoke that Flip wants to come through. It's too clean from Sugar Zero, finding the timing through the smoke. Such a nasty combination. That one piece of utility, synonymous with his style.
Look at him, just pushing through and finding the timing. Unreal. Unreal play.
And while they might not have put together the Thrifty, they immediately tie the game.
Yep.
They immediately force the economy down from Boom Esports.
You want to play?
They immediately
Let's
have
play.
a chance to start ramping up the rounds like they have every other half.
It's interesting, they have not gone for that aggressive hit down ramps, but they have explored this area of the map a couple of times. You've got to be careful. Their players just on the other side of the box.
That might have looked super weird, but 10 was trying to hold underpass while the rest of his team was holding his back. So double clearing the very dangerous angle late into arcade without tree control. Flip could have been there. Instead, he tried to punish them as they fall back out of arcade, but it's Sugar Zero to respond with a smoke. So well-handled anti-eco so far.
Flip still has his tour de force, though. And again, a quiet moment amidst the chaos, amidst the pace.
Teleport's ready.
And there's the first challenge, and there was the real big key that they had, the real big tool they had. And it amounts to nothing. A Prime Gaming Flawless comes through as ZETA take the lead.
Go.
Lose it early and snatch it right back every single time. First half on Haven, first half on Pearl. It's a good recovery from 10 after maybe going a little too deep on that while he's clearing.
Enemy remaining.
Depp as well. Look at Flipsider calling out exactly what to do here. Very, very active on the comms, but they swapped again. ZETA Division being a little unpredictable here. Laz alone on the B site, the rest of his team here. They controlled halls very well against Loud.
Yeah, they did. Oh boy, here we go. Orbital strike, but they're gonna get past it. The showstopper there too.
Oh,
and 10, including himself, gets the kill. Both showstoppers used, the orbital strike used, and somehow ZETA still have 2 ults to work with.
Blaze King just got his own ult though. But the big issue here, Laz is flanking. They're gonna double take halls with him and Depp.
And Blaze is still tucked in here, right? It's not like he can reposition and play around the orbital strike. He is the line of defense. And now he's outnumbered. Oh, they're infesting the Rolling Thunder here too.
Very nice.
Blaze stunned and Blaze dead.
Safety ult. Round ending ult.
Yeah, and early enough to where there's a good chance you get another one back, sure.
Very, very nicely done. Again, such a good hold from ZETA. Sugar Zero and 10, the first line of defense. Remember how hard they're fighting for that halls position. Here's the ult. We didn't see it, but somehow the hit was split because they were coming from Dish. And he shoots it at the ground. Confirms the kill at least.
Yeah, it was crazy. Two.
This is a 1 round XQQ.
It's gonna have a heart attack. Flipsider pushed through that smoke as 10 was satcheling through.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I mean, minuscule timings here. timeout through for Boom Esports. Again, early to find themselves down, but while this could have been potentially disastrous for another team in this situation, this is just comfort at this point.
Yep. This is business as usual. This timeout definitely coming early here for Boom compared to recently, compared to the other games we have so far. They don't want to let the same situation happen.
Yeah.
Because even when they clapped back early on Pearl, even when they tied it up at 8-8, ZETA still was able to maintain and hold on.
4-2 lead here early. Depp popping off. Sugar Zero is doing a bit of the same. And while the rest of the team may be a bit more quiet, the truth is they are playing very well as a unit.
Yeah. And Laz hasn't gotten online either. That's the thing.
He hasn't really been called upon a lot.
You aren't calling upon him. There was the one round there where they did hit B.
Sure.
He was with his teammate.
Yeah.
This time again, a different setup. 10 alone over towards B. And it's fast. TPing out is Flip, but will he make it out on the rope? No.
He was stunned up, he was outnumbered, he was pressured. And there's Laz, you just called his name.
And he gets the other tag too.
Yep.
10 all alone, still maintains the frag on the bottom.
What a crunch, man.
There's just no chance when you throw so many bodies at the play.
Back to back, I believe. Prime Gaming Flawless is coming through.
Solid from ZETA, all since they started winning. Since they won that anti-bonus. Here's the push. That follow-up stun as well from Kuro is so good, because Flip definitely has a chance when Depp is super fast like that. And 10 holding all by himself, no problem, given he knows his team's coming back through arcade. The gamble pushes are just not working out for Boom. It's consistently the wrong site. Here we go, though.
Quite well.
This one is the right site. Dapp's alone.
Oh, and he's stunned now. Sliding across the screen is Berserk. And with that, there comes a kill. But you've got to keep an eye on the flank. Look at how they're pressuring around. There's no alarm bot. It's just Flipsider who's here to cover. The utility to try to keep the spike off. Flipsider's been taken care of, and Blaze King wasn't able to get away from it.
He tried to avoid the damage at the distance, but you got to be careful here. This flank again from Tabata gets taken care of immediately from 10. Oh, they're getting ripped apart. Just ripped apart.
And the one nice thing is here, at least they got the spike down, but you're right. Man, they've struggled so much. Unless Famous can do something here in a 1v3. 10 is weak, but he's just going to hold it. The spam through is not going to cause any problems. He had to hesitate using a Vandal. He knew he'd get traded right back.
He was hoping as well for that smoke to fade at some point.
Yeah.
Those just last so long. 6-2, the lead is expanding again. The lifeblood of Boom Esports is playing from behind. But these rounds have been clinical. You mentioned the 2 Prime Gaming Flawlesses that we've seen so far. And it's just stingers here for Boom.
They're going to go fast into Dish. They sent 3 this way, and Laz's tour de force puts one right in between Berserk's eyes.
And you could feel immediately the loss of the KO with this comp. Normally they're playing the Optic comp. That could have been such a boon against Laz when he goes for these Dish plays, because he can't TP out.
Yeah, exactly. And even if you don't get the kill, you at least understand where he is if you choose to push away from him, but no. He's been given free reign. Again, Boom managed to get the spike down.
They've got to take care of Blaze King here. He's got the ult, he's got a molly as well. They could play post-plant pretty well, but they're taking control of halls immediately.
Swing out from 10, the flash is there. And somehow through that, Famous still finds one, but you're right, you still haven't taken care of Blaze King. I don't think they know where he is. They've got to be looking for him frantically to find out where he is. Now his position given away. The Sheriff shot's not going to land. He's got a molly too, but he's not going to be able to challenge the angle. As Laz cleans him up and 10 gets the defuse.
Since the 3rd round, ZETA has won every single. And now we're at round 10. How often are we going to see this? Do we trust this? because I want to. I want to believe that they could really just ride the momentum all the way through, but it's always ending up in a blunder. But this one is interesting, guys. Boom. In the first half, are using their second timeout. Things are going very poorly right now for the Indonesians.
And again, it's a position they've been in before, right? Like, this is still not out of reach. That previous round was a pistol round. I think they may have had one stinger. A 7-2 can easily still convert to a 7-5. It's just interesting. There's something, you're right, Valo, there's something that they're identifying here that suggests that this is well out of control right now.
I wonder if they're already feeling super uncomfortable with the scoreline given the comp. This is one where, I mean, Mimi was talking about the strengths and weaknesses of the comp on both sides. It can be strong on either side, but it really depends on your specific style, your specific flavor of this comp. For example, ZETA's very, very strong right here on their defense, and we already saw that against Loud. But when they swapped over to attack, it was such a night and day difference between them running this comp and EDG running this comp. Let's see. All the gun rounds, by the way, going in favor of ZETA.
And we're at another. This is the first time we've seen ZETA hit this.
Oh, he's going through. What?
Yeah, he is.
They're expecting the fast push on A, and they're going to be here just as they get the spike to be planted.
Can they challenge? Can they take care of the flank? Can they hold them back?
There's nobody paying attention right now.
Oh, they've heard them, though. The jumping,
Oh,
the Roomba.
That Roomba gives false information!
No way! No way! Blaze King gets 2 from a tucked corner. False sense of security off of the Roomba, and it's turned into a 2v2. The spike has been planted, but they're fighting in spawn. And it's down to a 1v1. The orbital strike used.
And it's planted for spawn. It's planted in the front of the site here. Flip definitely has a chance.
He doesn't have an op. He's just going to have to spam through. Surely not.
Damage done.
Sugar Zero holds it! Oh, and they didn't get the op. I don't think they reached it.
It was so deep into spawn.
That could be backbreaking.
No chance. They still have plenty of money here. The loss bonus is so strong. The ults are so strong.
How does that roll? Oh my goodness, the Roomba.
They just don't expect somebody to still hold that corner. He's holding for the door.
That shot from Last.
This second, I mean, that save. I mean, if they have 2 guys spamming down Sugar Zero right now, there's just no chance he holds that defuse.
And again, the same aggressive look like we saw in the previous round. I feel like we literally just saw this, but this time Sugar Zero challenging.
They know they're behind 2. The stuns are coming in at an insane pace.
Dep has ult. 10 has ult. Dep's going north.
And 10 can ult through this by himself. He's not fearful of this, and there's going to be a massive 3-way pinch.
He has 2 satchels too. This time the Roomba clearing out the cubby. Oh, and the Rolling Thunder goes his way. There it is. There's his ult. 10 with 1 satchel goes across. He still has another to work with, and it's gonna land right. Oh, it didn't kill him.
1 enemy remaining.
But ZETA get the kills anyway.
Where's Tabano? Can you find him? Can you find him? Can he still convert this?
What utility does he have? He has a fault line.
Can't scope the op anymore.
Push him off. Oh, they've gotten off of it. They've gotten off of it, and Dep gets a 3rd kill and the defuse.
It almost got off there for a second. They want to transfer it to Laz. Oh my goodness. Is the pace just gone full
Last round
to the moon?
What have these last few rounds been, bro?
Look at that wall and the fast retake from Dish here from Dep. That was a great push. We were focused on the Halls play. By 10 with his ult. But that, honestly, he didn't even get the kill Sand. He had to follow up with his weapon.
Yeah.
They're just not paying attention. They don't realize how hard you could respond in kind with this speed, with this tempo.
You want to play? Let's play.
Just fast against fast. And there's a little bit more. Laz peeks into the fast lane, and now you hear the counter ult from Berserk used. He's fully taken tower. There's no one that's going to challenge him. Once again, it's going to be an insane retake fight. They have 3 members in spawn. Laz, one of them, pushing forward. A member just on the other side of the smoke, and Blaze got a little too froggy with it. Tried peeking a bit too far. Famous does too. This round looks dire for Boom. The flash there, the kill onto Berserk 2.
What a good nade from 10 as well.
Very well played, and yeah, they can try to keep the delay around the post plant. But there are only so many tricks in that bag.
Oh, wait.
There are only so many tricks in the bag! The trick is Flipsider! Devital 1v1, it's gotten to half. Laz tries to hold it, pulls off, and gets the kill!
It's a roller coaster! Back and forth! And that's how we end the half. Laz with the clutch again. And ZETA has ballooned their lead farther than they ever have before with a 10-2.
Let's look at that one more time. Because Flipsider was a proper menace. Unbelievable. Oh, to come so close and to still be so far.
No timeouts either the second half.
No. They were all burned early. We'll throw it down to the desk.
Oh my word. Laz with a big 1v1 to get the dub at the end there. 10-2, but guys, I don't know. I feel like we've seen this song and
No, Golden Boy, no. This one is an unthrowable lead. 10-2 up at the half. The game is over. The game is... ZETA
You've
Division...
said that before.
You willing to
ZETA
put stakes?
No,
Willing to
ZETA
put
Division
stakes?
cannot throw a 10-2 lead.
Stakes.
No, it's simple. The stakes are that ZETA Division will go home if they throw the
stakes
lead.
for you if you get this wrong.
The stakes
He
for me
becomes
could not be
Balder.
higher.
He becomes Balder. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, let's just take a look back and, you know, at the Neon battle here, Mimi, because Depp has definitely stepped up in this role on Fracture.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, this head-to-head is between the two compositions. It is exactly the same, and they are both defined by what your Neon can do in these opening gambits, and thus far, Depp has just been pounding in that regard. Berserks has been absolutely unable to get anything going just because of the sheer amount of pressure that ZETA Division is putting on this defensive side. 10 rounds in a row.
Yeah, ZETA always are setting the tempo. They're always being able to get into positions where, you know, sometimes Berserks it feels like he's executing, but actually he's been funneled into the A site because they've lost all the rest of the map. And this is a really nice one too. The amount of pressure coming down from Depth with the stuns, and then Sugar Zero pushing through the smoke at the exact right time.
Yeah, it's absolutely perfect. And now if you're on Boom Esports and you're looking towards this second half, you say it's completely unbeatable. 10-2, it's over. But there is always that chance that they can make something happen. And they need to hold their ground. They need to buy the time in the same way that ZETA Division did to have a chance even. It's the same comp, it's the same win condition.
If Boom come back, I don't want to live in this world. I need to get out into a different... I need to get a different branch of the multiverse going on.
Okay.
Because ZETA Division have been in spots like this before. This would just be a gargantuan
Okay, I got
task
it.
for
Wait,
Boom.
I got it. If Boom comes back and wins this game, Sideshow just agreed to this, we will get the Boom logo spray painted on his bald head. You heard it here first. He agreed to it.
Happening.
Doug Balla, is this possible?
Him getting something tattooed on his head. I heard you say spray painted, but it was actually tattooed. Yes, definitely. We'll see. ZETA with a comfortable lead here, 10 rounds in a row. The padding that they have, the room for error that they have has never been bigger.
No, this is so insurmountable from Boom. And I want to bring it back again to the fact that they don't have any timeouts here. They had the chance here at halftime to really get their thoughts together, but hopefully those thoughts are enough to take them through, because what a tall task. It's been a wonderful time here for Boom so far. We've definitely been introduced to a new team that I want to see again. But this challenge is far too much.
Can they rewrite what seems like an obituary right now? It does not look good. Remember, Laz popped off map 1, devastated and dejected that they lost it. Carries his team through map 2 and now finds openers on map 3. This very well may be the finishing touches, Balla. Josh's bald head may be safe for one more day.
And I mean, the only chance they had was to win the pistol. The one pistol they lose is when they need it the most.
The Prime Gaming Flawless comes through. I believe that's the third of the map for ZETA, as it's an 11-2 lead. And their first pistol win.
Unbelievable. Shots from Laz too. And the fact that he's continuing his form from every single map is so impressive. He truly is the Terminator. The way he put them down on Pearl.
Again, that headhunter set up. Look, that hit coming in though. Flipsider showing he can use that headhunter just as well. He's able to clean up one. The flank is going to be coming in from the southern side of the map. You see the breach utility trying to deny the plant, but Sugar Zero gets it down.
Guys, they're all in here on this round.
Yes, they are. I mean, you've got nothing else to play for. You've got to convert it here. My goodness, what a shot. Tebatol still only has the Sheriff, and he's now left alone. 10 is weak, and 10 doesn't care. ZETA series point.
10 rounds in a row. It's something that I don't think a global tournament has ever seen. It is such a ridiculous ask. And you could see and hear and feel it slip away from them when they called that second timeout in the first half. Boom. Moments away from being eliminated. ZETA moments away from getting their chance at a rematch against Loud to make it out of the groups and make it to playoffs.
Again, pushing forward. Oh my goodness, everyone is there. They've somehow found enough to buy a bit more, and the gun's just not finding enough. The judge from Famous perhaps waits on the other side of the door, looking for something to change into, and no, it was just the judge. Flipsider and Blaze King left alone, staring down the barrel of elimination here at Champs. All the way out in Istanbul. Laz holding the angle. Blaze on the peak. Flipsider below him. And he's got a Guardian. If he can slip in quietly, he may have something to do here. Oh, he got one. It's a 2v2 here. Flipsider, the leader, again, outnumbered, outgunned, and down. ZETA take the right cross that Boom throw their way and deliver a knockout punch of their own.